All of us here today got in our vehicles to get here. And along that journey, we drove on a roadway surface. Now that surface was either concrete, asphalt, or both. Now we are all taxpayers, so we are all paying for that roadway surface. So we may not think about it very often, but that smooth, hard surface is very important to us as consumers. Not only are we paying for that roadway system, we are relying on that roadway for our safety, for the workers who are building that roadway's safety, and for the environmental impacts that that roadway system may have. Now today we're going to discuss why concrete is a superior product compared to asphalt. Now I have spent 4.5 years in the asphalt paving industry, and I've spent 6 years in the concrete paving industry. So I know both of these products very well. I know their strengths and their durabilities. I know how they are laid out on the ground to form a roadway. And I know how they affect the American worker. So first, let's focus on the cost and durability of concrete compared to asphalt. In the article by engineer Andrew Dana from Aries Associates at www.ariesassociates.com, which is an internet article called Asphalt versus Concrete, Not a Black and White Choice from May 25th, 2016, states that the average lifespan of concrete is 20 to 40 years. Now this surface is a harder, flatter, smoother surface. Now the lifespan of asphalt is 15 years before it needs to be resurfaced. It also says that the annual maintenance cost of asphalt can be 4 to 7 times more than that of concrete. So in the long run, the maintenance costs of asphalt are extreme. So why is asphalt so much more expensive than that of concrete? Well, first, let's look at concrete. Concrete is made out of rock, sand, and limestone. Now these are all natural resources of the United States of America. So we can mine all of our own concrete resources and produce all of America's own concrete needs. Now let's look at asphalt. Now this asphalt is made out of sand, rock, and this black stuff. Now that black stuff, that's oil. And to us as American, oil means money because we are largely dependent on foreign U.S. oil. So that raises the cost of that asphalt. We also need to look at that asphalt as a safety issue. That oil is squishy when we drive on it. So those asphalt roadways can get divots from the heavy wheel traffic. So us as drivers, as we're driving down those roadways and it's raining, those divots are filling with water, which can cause our vehicles to hydroplane, which can be a major safety issue. So it also impacts our safety as drivers. Now let's look at the environmental impact of asphalt and concrete. Now concrete is 100% recyclable. It is the most recycled construction product in the world. Now asphalt can also be recycled, but to make that asphalt pavable again, we need to add much more of that foreign oil, which raises the cost. And also, according to the Federal Highway Administration Technical Advisory TS08.3 at the DOT.gov website from June 17, 2010 states that it takes over 5 times as much diesel fuel to make asphalt than it does to make concrete for a road designed for the same amount of traffic. The Highway Administration also reported that roughly 1.2 billion gallons of diesel fuel could be saved every year if paving was done with concrete instead of asphalt. Those numbers are astronomical. We could rely on foreign oil for 1.2 billion less gallons of diesel fuel. That is amazing. Our vehicles also get better fuel mileage when we are driving on concrete compared to asphalt. The reason being is concrete is a harder, smoother pavement compared to that weaker asphalt. So in the long run, it saves us as consumers money because we are paying less for fuel costs and our goods are being delivered cheaper because those semis traveling down those roadways are not putting as much diesel in their tanks. We also need to look at worker safety for the men and women building America. Now, we have all driven by the construction site where the paver is laying that asphalt onto the ground. We have all smelled that nauseous smell as we have driven by that. What that is to make that asphalt, they need to heat up that sand, rock, and oil tar mixture. Now, where does that sound familiar, that oil tar mixture? It's the same thing that is in a cigarette. So these workers are breathing in those same carcinogens from that burning oil all day long in that extreme heat for hours and hours every day while they are laying that asphalt. And according to the internet article Asphalt Fumes at www.osha.gov website, which is a 2002 article from the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, states that over 500,000 American workers are exposed to asphalt fumes every year. Now, these workers say that they have acute exposure to headache, skin rash, fatigue, reduced appetite, throat and eye irritation, and even lung, stomach, and skin cancers. So why, if we have an all-American product that is stronger and more durable, why put the American worker at risk to lay asphalt when we could lay concrete, which has fewer health effects? So as taxpayers, let's choose concrete as a product that we want to pave America with. Let's reach out to our local, state, and federal legislatures, and when the vote comes about, let's choose to pave America with concrete. Thank you.